The city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll keep it himself. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Second and 16.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go, guys. Go down. Go down. Left pass. Left pass. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now it's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
He was taken down by...
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Block working out of the gun. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap to Locke. He completes it right side to White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to James.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Locke again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
1st and goal.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. $12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They run it with Carson.
Wilson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Carson again, the ball.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On your team. 14.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll get 34 yards there.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let it fly for Austin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tavon Austin. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 47-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the third-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Wilson able to get this to Gordon, and he'll lose yardage here back at the 41.
Complete to
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. 49.
Operating from the gun. Block. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, Locke, he'll let it fly for Austin. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tavon Austin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3.
The kick is good. Makes the score Patriots 21. Seahawks 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action with Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Wilson. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Bird. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New England.
First down, here's White. And down to the 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 44 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Clock now on first down. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now the Pats' leading rusher the past 2 seasons, it's Sony Michel. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Throwing now is Locke. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick-6 last year. And he delivers another pick-6 right here. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
21. Seahawks 10. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd and a yard. Locke. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
New England.
Block now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Locke working out of the gun. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Nick Folk for the Patriot field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep. So that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
14. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Lawrence Guy bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Brings up 3rd down.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Tight. Watch left. Too quick. 35 to Mike. I'm coming. Mike 35.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down. Carson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check nickel. Bring out. Bam. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Coming. Mike 56.
Throwing again. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
At 25 to Mike. We got hey. Check. At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run the option. Going quickly out to the right side. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Lee, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. So we got man.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Met. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That's complete, Okuebunam.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Lock now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that'll bring up second down.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Lock to Michelle on the screen. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Lock again. And he'll find Hall. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Albert O, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because There are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
First down.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
56.
A lot going to throw it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We've got 25 the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's make the alert. At 25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. At 25 the mic. We've got
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. Third down here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Go 14. We've got 25 to make. It's our time. It's our time. Hey, 25 to make. We've got 25 to make.
Wilson to throw on third down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10.
Again, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Lawrence Guy able to record his 5th sack of the season. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it fourth down. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, it was a great